We got audio. All right, we're fucking live. We're doing this. Okay. So,
Okay.
so previously, you guys continued to ascend up the given pass in this dimension, this planar pocket. You came across some neat items. You found a coin. You found more excerpts from a book. And actually, while we're doing this, I'm gonna copy this and put it in the chat. But one of the mages said that if they could get the rune of recovery and place it outside in the original portal, they think they could close this, but they believe Anthillian had the rune. When the rune's placed, you have to say the following incantation. In the name of life, I call upon the ancient powers of renewal. Beneath the healing light, let wounds be mended and strength restored. By the rune of recovery, I summon forth the essence of vitality. Let it flow through the bearer, granting respite and rejuvenation. Ancient spirits, heed my call. Bring forth your blessing. Renew us all. That was in one of the books. I don't think I pasted that anywhere for you guys. So I'm going to put it in there real quick. Okay. And then you spend a good amount of time planning on how to get across this 120-foot diameter floating circle that had a small building that had like blue and purple lights coming through it, and all of that light was filtering through it and dispersing out. As you get up, it's like more focused, amplifying it. It took about 4 steps for that plan to fail. As you guys were quickly noticed by this massive arcane golem, this guardian of this area, and there was a running, hiding, running around, getting hit, trying to fight it, keep running, more running. Then people made it to the stairs, and it's like this raw iron, like this, almost like a fire escape in the city that you'd see, but it's a circle that goes up 6 floors to Athelian's manor. Amidst the battle, most of you made it to the staircase and started ascending. Celeste saw her chance and started making a move for it. But the golem spotted her before she could complete, blasting her with a series of arcane blasts, knocking her almost off of this floating rock. She lost consciousness. In that, you see this arcane golem start scanning around this area looking for any more signs of life. And we are still in initiative. So, after the automaton, it is Figrin. Did anybody talk to Tim, see what he had plans? So then I would say Tim really, I don't think he can help. I don't have his sheet, so he might just move up 2 more levels with his movement and action, unless you guys have anything that you would like to try to do with him. Someone's gonna have to pull a sheet up, probably eventually. You guys cool with that? Okay.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Celeste, roll me a d20 and send me a private message, please.
Oakley Dokles.
Okay, that brings us to Killian. Killian, you are currently like 2 levels up on the staircase. Right below you is Nyx, like out of breath, beaten up, like trying to make her way to you guys. And out of the corner, like probably 40, 50 feet away to your left, as you're looking out backwards, like over this, you can see Celeste get blasted and just her body, and arm rolls out, and she's not moving.
Okay.
So it is your turn. And
All right.
Otto's next.
Seeing that, Killian is going to head down the stairs, trying to get towards Celeste. As he's going down, he will cast a first level healing word on himself.
Okay. So you're gonna use your action to get down to the ground level?
Because how far am I to the ground?
You're 2 levels up, so it's
Which is 30 feet high, right?
Yeah. So or 20. I don't want to kill your movement in this. I just want you to think that every level is about one whole movement for you. So
Okay.
so you're on 2. You could use your movement
So I
to
would
get
need to
down.
dash to get to the very bottom.
Okay. So
Yeah, so I'll do that.
all right. So you pass Nyx as she's trying to figure out what's going on.
As I pass Nick, so I'll just yell, Celeste is down. And as I'm running, I'll pull my shield out.
Okay. Bonus action, healing word. That's it.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Digits on that healing word?
Yeah, it was 3 on die for 7 total.
And all right, Otto, you're up. You are currently 4 levels up. Figrin passes you. He's now 1 level above you, and Cyrus is above you. You can see below you. You can hear like Killian's footsteps, where like they were like do 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 as they were getting close to you. Now starting to get further away from you, and you can look out and you can see most of this. You have dark vision.
You betcha.
Okay, so you can see it. You can see everything.
I'm a rot gnome,
Okay.
not a filthy forest gnome. I'm
Okay.
So can I see Celeste?
Yes. Yeah, she's from
about
your
how-
point. She's about. So you're probably 50 feet straight line.
All right. How close is the arcane guardian to her? Am I nervous that any magic I cast on her would be negated?
Yeah, she's definitely within the thing. He's about 30 feet away from her. He's been, maneuvering around like the center as you guys have been doing this, trying to defend this area as best as he can.
All right. Fuck me. Should I throw rocks at it? All right, I'll take out this thing I carry. It's called a light crossbow. And let's see if I can figure out how to aim it. And I'm gonna
Make it
take a
attack.
shot.
All right, go for it. Roll for an attack.
Oh! It was almost a nat. 18?
18.
That missed.
It misses.
I think it's 20 AC or 20 plus. That's what I think I had to get. All right, I'll use my second. Oh, that's right. I will move further up the stairs towards Figrin,
Okay.
and And if he's close enough that he can hear me, I'm gonna mutter. See, I told you we shouldn't have fucking come in here. That's my turn.
All
And
right.
I believe it's us at round 5.
5. Woo! Not too bad. Nyx, then Cyrus.
Is Nyx within half my speed, 15 feet of Killian?
Yes.
She is going to use that 15 feet to get to him, or as much of that 15 feet as she needs to. And she is going to look at. She's gonna like very much struggle to make a decision on what to do. And you can see this in her eyes, and then she'll just, with like desperation, look at Killian and say, "Do what you can." And she'll cast Cure Wounds and touch him for. Ooh, that's not great. That's 2 1s.
Ooh.
6 HP. And as a bonus action, Nyx will also give Killian a bardic inspiration. And that will be her entire turn.
That's
All
a
right.
D6, right?
That is a d6, correct?
Okay. I just want to set one aside.
Cyrus.
So
Hold on.
I'm at the top or
Yeah,
not yet?
yeah. 1 second here. Let me pull up my notes. As you get to the top of the stairs, you look out and you see this like just massive courtyard. You can see these huge doors that are like opened in this building that is like rectangular with these towers in the corners that go up 3 or 4 floors high into like what like is a tower. It's not like a tower at the base, but it goes up to a tower. The air gets colder and heavier with almost like a tangible weight. And your footsteps as you get up, like you don't hear the battlefield, and it's more your footsteps against the stones. And then when you like when you get to the top, and if you put your foot off, everything gets completely silent. You can see this faint, sickly purple light spilling out of the chamber from within the building, up a floor through a window. It's dead here, like everything, like more so than what you've seen below. And as you like spin around to look back to your party members, you can see this massive expanse that you guys have crawled through, and all the lights and the blight that is flowing, and just the twisted, cynical evilness of what's happening here. All right, that's what you see.
Yeah. About how far away is the entrance to the building itself?
Probably about 100 feet to the doors,
Okay.
to the front doors.
Okay, yeah. And I'm doing a quick scan, and like there's nothing that seems like a threat in this like courtyard area.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. I have digital dice today. Hopefully they're okay. That's a 6.
I mean, it's very unsettling,
Mhm.
and just the grandioso of how, you know, like you lose your stomach everywhere you look. There's a potential complication.
Okay.
And most of it is just that gas blight that you've been chasing since the beginning, just getting thicker and thicker and growing, more powerful.
Yeah. And I might not be able to see, and it might, go with my perception skill, but like, there's nothing here that could be powering the golem, right? Or the that I see. Okay.
Not that you see up here. No, it's much like the front of like a keep in fantasy,
Okay. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
completely different plane, different materials, all obsidian.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I mean, I would keep moving forward. Like, I think that's what I would do. I would, move my 40 feet in. Are we counting the perception as my action?
No, it's just
Okay, then I'll dash my 80 feet.
80 feet. Okay, so you can
Yep.
get up to
Towards the
like
door.
the first jut out of the castle. Put your back to it, and you can see across this courtyard, maintaining vision on Figrin, who is at the coming around the top of the stairs.
Actually, I'm sorry. I have a 40 feet base because I took the mobile feat at level 4.
Yep.
So I have a 50 feet right now, so I can move 100 feet in the turn.
Okay, so you can get up to the doorway.
The doors. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
That'll be my turn.
Alrighty. That brings us to this guy. You see him start scanning and then take 2 giant steps back into the center of this and turn right and just start walking on the same path that he was walking when you guys were scouting him. Figrin is going to get to the top. He is going to hold his action for more people because I don't think he would leave this by himself. So, Celeste, again. All right, Killian, you are
Okay.
moving down to the first floor. You see the automaton scan and doesn't see anything, and then and starts walking off to the right hand side of the left from your view.
Okay.
Also, as you run down, when you get to the entrance on the backside, you can see some arcane glyphs, almost like a protection in here.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
So, Killian is going to make a run for it and head towards Celeste. While he's going, he will cast a first level healing word on Celeste as he's running up,
Right.
and he'll just under his breath, "Not your turn to die." And that is 3 on die for 7 hit points.
Okay, Celeste. As you lie on the cold, unforgiving ground, the sounds of your party members, your companions, their shouts begin to fade into a distant, echoing murmur. Your vision blurs and the searing pain in your body ebbs away, replaced by chilling numbness that spreads through your limbs. Each breath becomes a struggle. Your life force slips through your fingers like sand. As you enter this twilight state between life and death, your surroundings begin to shift. The colors of the plane that you were on drain away, replaced by a monochrome landscape of shadows and whispers. The ground beneath you becomes a dark, reflective surface, and the air grows heavy with the scent of ancient, forgotten things. You feel a pull, a tug at your very soul, drawing you away from your companions. Your world dissolves into darkness, and you find yourself standing in the shadow realm. The sky above you, swirling massive storm clouds. The ground is littered with remnants of forgotten souls. An imposing figure, cloaked in shadows, walks up to you. His eyes are like twin voids consuming light in his hand. You look at him, and your whip is now in his hands. His symbol of his dominion over life and death. The air is thick with his presence, oppressive and absolute. Celeste. You hear as his voice resonates deep and echoing. You stand on the brink of the abyss. Your mission on the material plane is far from complete. Yet, here you are, teetering on the edge of oblivion. 2 steps closer, the whip wraps out and starts to whip towards you. The darkness around him is pulsating with each movement. You have served me well, but your time has yet come. I have too much invested in you, for your task is too far important now. Raises the whip and shoots it at you. And in that moment, your hand reaches up, catches the other end of the whip. As you grab it and pull it through, you turn around, your eyes pounding, the bloodshot, just your body, the exhaustion that is beating upon you. And you look down, and there's Killian, standing in front of you, pumping 7 points of health into you. Ooh, some of your wounds start to seal up a little bit, but you can just feel it like 10 rocks, boulders have just crushed your body. You have 1 level of exhaustion, so make sure you mark that down. All right, Killian, you can go back to your turn. I just want.
No, you're good. That was sick. So as Killian gets to Celeste, not even checking to see if the healing word worked, he's just gonna grab her under the arms and start dragging towards the stairs. And I'll use my action to dash.
Okay, and with that, you can pull her past the boundary of the stairway. And we'll say you're both on like that first ground level, but on the stairs. Nyx is right above you. Woohoo!
That's epic. I'm incoherently mumbling.
As I pull her to the stairs, Killian then will start to look over and see how the damage is, if she's breathing or not.
It's shallow breathing, almost labored. Definitely battered, bruised, maybe bleeding, not as much. But there's a pulse, and she's eyes are kind of dazed.
I just want to say I was right about all this.
All right, Killian.
Not the time, Otto.
That's your bonus action. Yeah, that's
Everything.
All right, Otto.
Yep.
You are 5 levels up. You see Fig standing, like, looking around above you, and some action, positive action, looks like is happening below you.
Yeah, I mean, if I take a peek, does it look like Celeste is up?
I don't know if it looks like she's up from where you are, but you can now tell that there are 4 bodies plus yours in the stairwell, and Cyrus took off on top of the thing, so your party's accounted for.
All right, well, I mean, more importantly, I'm safe. and I'm gonna run with that. So I'm gonna continue up.
Okay.
I'm assuming, based on this very simple logic gate, shit downstairs bad, shit upstairs unknown. So let's go for it. I'm running. I'll do a full dash just to catch up with everyone. And I'm at 25 move.
Yeah, but it's I don't tip
Okay.
for tat.
I realize
you know,
people want to punish me for it, but I mean, I'm also not looking to go anywhere. I just want
punish
to
you
get
when
up
we're
with.
actually counting movement. I just consider a movement going up a flight of stairs. I will say this.
Sure.
As you were on the fifth, so your movement will get you to the top landing where Fig is waiting, for someone, and you can see Cyrus run off towards the building. If you want to dash, you can run, but you will be out in the open. There's nowhere to hide at 25, 30 feet right now.
Yeah, okay. I thank you for that heads up. I am going to stay near Fig, near the top of the stairs, and if I peek over and just glance. I'm looking for Killian, and I just want to make sure he's okay because he's got a lot of stuff.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah. That's a 9.
9. I mean, you can see him down there, but you can't make out details from this. I mean, the stairs are, it's.
He's got my pry bar. I fucking snuck that into his gear the other night. Fuck. All right. That's my turn.
Okay, Nyx.
Nyx is going to wait at the stairs for Celeste and Killian and kind of like offer a hand, like a sports injury, like that other arm, and kind of help make their way up the stairs. What she's trying to disguise is that she's also using this to lean some of her weight on, and help herself up the stairs as well, because she's not doing so hot.
All right. Anything else?
That's it. That's
all
all
right.
I got.
Fuck! I should have held action.
I am going to do. It's Cyrus's turn, and then now that we're out of this, I'm gonna read something. I'm gonna let Cyrus do his thing, and then you guys will get up the stairs, and we can have a round because it's clumped together for you guys after this. All right, Cyrus, you're sitting outside of the walls.
Yeah, we'll push open the door.
The doors are open, and as you look in,
okay.
you see like a grand foyer. The thing that strikes you is the sheer scale of this room. The ceiling arches high above, supported by what look like used to be elegant carved stone columns. Torn tapestries depicting ancient arcane symbols and the scenes of mystical ruins are just like shredded and decayed, some parts barely hanging on to what held them up. The floor is intricate mosaic of dark and light tiles, forming geometric patterns that seem to shift subtly as you look at it. It's like you see a chandelier hanging from the center of the ceiling that is providing the only dim light in this area of 3 like faint pink lanterns or lights come from this. Flanking the entrance are 2 statues. One of them is completely just ruined, and the other is of a robed figure. You can see on the left side an old wooden desk, crafted nicely and doesn't show any signs of abnormal wear. You can see a couple things on the desk from your distance.
Does the ruined statue, does it look like it was destroyed, or is it from like where, like time?
Where? And actually, I need you to roll me a Constitution save.
Oh.
Are you entering? Or are you waiting?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'm going in. I gotta scout it out.
Yep.
Con save. Oh, it was almost so good. A 7.
7. You take 7 points of poison damage, and you take 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay, just from being in here,
Being
or like
in here, like that blight that you guys have been following. Now that you're up here, it's potent. It's potent,
Okay.
and it looks like the way that it's flowing through it, that has like ruined the statue, almost like water will to like stones or like stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
But as you enter, there's definitely a waft that like you step through and you meet, you know, and you gather yourself somewhat.
I'll move towards the desk and kind of look at what's on there.
Okay. You see, you see a book, a quill with a small well that all look to be in fine shape. The book is closed, and a little bell on a wooden handle. The rest of the stuff is like dust and bits of rocks from just years of decay and so on. But those are the things that stick out to you. It also has 2 drawers on the right hand side.
Okay. I mean, I don't know how much time I have on my turn, but I wouldn't touch the bell. I would probably look at the book and maybe open the drawers, but.
Okay. Let's see here. The book has a series of names in it. And as you scan through this book real quick, you see a scholar, Eldrick Voss. And then it has like a dash, and it says, related to the city of Talisman. He's interested in relics. And it's like a series, it's probably like 10 names of people and what they wanted. And this looks like an appointment book.
Okay.
Very probably powerful appointment book.
Okay.
Has the names of Eldrick Voss, Gwyneth Rook, Corvin Darkwood, Balin Thorn. Ooh. You've heard of Balin.
Balin Thorn.
Yeah. But you heard of him in history books. He's probably been dead for a couple centuries now. He was a knight with the Silver Order. They don't even have the Silver Order anymore. This is old.
Does the book itself look like, I guess, time has aged it, or is it like...
Not one bit. I'd say it has like a little bit of dust on it, but as you like, shoo it off or blow on it, however you clean it off, it's immaculate when you open. As immaculate as medieval times could be.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, that's probably all my turn.
Okay. So after Cyrus, we have Celeste, Killian, Nyx moving up the stairs. Is there anything that you guys would like to do as you're going up? I'm gonna figure.
Look at Nyx and see how she's doing.
Rough. I would imagine for you, it looks like the life is being drained out of her. Like being here is definitely affecting her, and not just in a damaged way, although in a damaged way too. But you know, she's frail at this point, right? You said you have 2, Terry?
2 points of exhaustion.
Yeah.
And I would say from just like a visual standpoint, her color is just like a little bit dimmer or like bleaker or like I guess paler in comparison to how she normally looks. And like visually her eyes would be a little bit more, while she's tired, she's like anxious. So you would see that represented in her eyes, like heavy bags or just like sporadically looking all around.
Okay. As we're going up, Killian will do his best to help both Celeste and Nyx up the stairs without trying to make it seem like he's actually like assisting them.
And Andy, real quick, as people get closer to the entrance, I would warn them about, I guess the kind of
You're
like the
muted,
sickness in
Andy.
the air.
I say with your turn, because you're going through the desk, this investigation takes a couple turns, but you can spin
Okay.
around to the door and wait for your party.
Yeah,
You know.
just to warn them about it.
hmm
If the group gets close enough near myself and Fig, especially if they're congregated at the stairs, I'd love to blast out my final second level spell slot, and my final second to cast aid.
Yeah.
I can choose up to 3 creatures. I'm obviously going Nyx,
Good.
Celeste, and myself. And ready, set, 5 hit points. They're temporary hit points, but they do add to your stack.
Solid.
And now, I'm a cantrip blaster.
And I'd say, as you do that, Killian, just with your constitution and endurance and strength and will, you make it up to the top of this stairs. Your quads are on fucking fire. I mean, these are like girls, but still, it's just the heat of the moment kind of thing, and you don't really recognize it until you get to like the last 3 steps, like Fillmore Glen. You get to the last part, and you're like, woo, fucking burn it up. But you all get to the top. Figrin and Otto are there. Celeste, Nyx, anything for this?
Nyx is just gonna turn to Celeste and say, "You look worse than me."
I need to sit down.
And I mean that in the best way, in the most respectful way possible.
Well, if you've seen death before, then you'd understand. It sounds like I mean that jokingly. I obviously meant that truthfully. So I'm sitting down. Do I get a turn, or do we just say
Yeah,
it's
no,
narrative?
you can have a turn.
I'm going to concentrate my key and burn 2 key points to do a quickened healing, which is 1d4 plus 2. And I rolled for a max for 4 plus 2 is 6.
All right. With that, Cyrus, because they make it to the top, I'm gonna give you a little bit more. In that book, there was a guy named Darius Flint, was a gnome artificer from a clockwork city. This was an asterisk, and in Athelian's writing, you got this is interesting. This is what we need. Also, were you looking in the drawers, Cyrus?
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. Yes.
Okay. You do find a little box that has like arcane. I mean, you're proficient in arcane.
Yeah.
Probably like looks almost like a jewelry box that has arcane runes, sigils marked in it, and the bottom is a dagger.
Okay. I will pick up the dagger and go to open the jewelry box. Do the sigils look like? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like you go to instinctually like open it and it's locked, and then you look at it and you're like, whew, all right. It definitely looks tricky.
Yeah. But I'll pick up the dagger. I mean, does it look like special in any way? Is it like?
Looks old as fuck.
Like rusty or like usable still?
Still usable, but like the style of it is thousands of years old.
Okay. Does it seem like magical in nature?
If you wanna, you can use your turn to make an Arcana check if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that. Alright, I'm gonna use actual dice because these dice have been screwing me over. That is an 18.
18. You don't recognize, like you recognize that there are the enchantments on this, but you don't understand the enchantments. Just the language, the signature of them is just nothing like you're taught now. Same with the box, I would say.
That away. Yeah.
With that, that box is nice, and even with that, you're still at the desk with the 18. The bell, the quill, and ink well, and the book all like have similar arcane notes to them.
These are old. These are all 1,000. Yeah. Okay. That'll be my turn. I'm investigating all this and then waiting for them to come.
Yep. And now, you guys can make your way to Cyrus, if that's what you choose.
Do you guys want to stay back at all at first, or?
Is it safe?
I mean, there's one way to find out, and I'll walk out.
Dwarves, am I right?
As you walk out, everything quiets. Everything is silent. You can talk amongst each other, but your footsteps, everything is just that super like hair standing up on your neck, you know, waiting for something bad to happen. You know, that kind of intensity. You guys start walking, and you can see Cyrus standing at the door, halting you before you get there. And let's break it and get back into group form. You want to do timeout there?
I mean, we're at 10.
We're
10.
10. So then we'll come back completely out of initiative. All right.
Yeah, that works.
Word. Hey, sounds good. We'll be back. Mute.
That's why we can't have nice things.
That's
Yo, Terror Bear, my
you know, dude.
obsidian
You wanna laugh at here? You can laugh at me.
resource hogging.
I'll tell you a quick story before we start on stream, so anybody who watches can pick on me too. I got this awesome laptop, right? And it's been slow with like my slicing, and I'm googling. I've been using like the processor on the computer and not the fucking amazing graphics card that I have for like the first 7 months I've had this computer.
Oh no!
It runs so awesome now. It's like a different machine. I'm
That's
so
awesome.
fucking old.
gotta
So
go.
old.
You got a grip, bro.
You're like, this thing is a piece of shit.
Yeah, I was like, why the fuck did I spend $1,500 on this thing?
Oh.
All right. Hold on. I need...
Wait till you apply that to some of your print renders.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, my slice is, it's like, it was taking me almost 2 hours a night to slice files. And now it's,
Oh, shit.
and now it's at like 25. So,
Damn.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Nice.
That is awesome.
All right, back into it. You guys
Right.
save Killian with pulled Celeste out. You healed her up. You and Nyx worked your way up to the top of the stairs where you meet Figurin and Otto waiting for you. You take a turn to collect yourselves, and you start moving towards across this courtyard. It's like 80 feet, and as you get close to the doors, you can see Cyrus in the doorway. I think that's as good a starting spot as we need, right? So Cyrus, you were gonna warn them. So you're like, do you have your hands up, or, you know?
Yeah, as I'm at the desk, I see them approach, and I'll put my hand out and just, careful, it's pretty bad in here with whatever sickness is plaguing this place.
Bad. How?
Well, I feel pretty sick right now to my stomach. It's just not good for us in general. It's just just feels concentrated.
Starting to look like Nyx a little bit.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
reach
it
out and I'm gonna cast aid with my 0 spell slot.
I think I'll be good, lad. I don't.
All right.
Rest of the team, I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm not going in there,
I
but
found
I
some
was
stuff.
actually. Oh, I'm sorry, Scylla. Or Cyrus.
No, I was just saying, just come. If you feel comfortable with it, I found quite a few things.
Yeah, I'm.
That's perfect. I am very comfortable with sending a dwarf into a. You know what I'm saying, Killian, right? Like, no offense, but.
Even a dwarf with all your shit?
Yeah, well, I will. You can.
And I'll walk through the door.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
You know the saying, guys. Dwarf don't. How's that saying?
It's a 22.
22.
Crack?
You take 1 point of poison damage.
So I have resistance to poison.
So I will null it out.
Is it just 1 point?
Yeah.
Just
You
null
take
it
a
out.
half
Okay.
a point.
Yeah.
Mark it.
No, it's
Okay.
you can feel the difference. Actually, I would say with your resistance to it, it's been thick the whole time. You guys have rolled a series of checks throughout this ascension, right? Throughout this crawl. As you pass through this, it's almost like it's swirling or building or something in here. Although it definitely looks like it's coming from the portal, which you guys haven't got to yet. You know.
Cyrus is right. It's pretty thick in here.
Yeah.
You look around this grand foyer, Killian. You see a desk that looks like it's been pillaged, and the chandeliers and the tapestries that are ruined, and a set of stairs on both sides that kind of curve down, and directly in front of you, you see a doorway that's open. No door, just an arch into another room.
So there's a center doorway, and then there's stairs going up around it, like
Going up
upstairs.
around it, and there's another entrance to like the next level at the top of these stairs that you can see.
If I look around, can I do a perception check and just see if there's any, I don't want to say anything out of place, but anything that looks out of the ordinary, or where potentially some of this smoke is coming from?
Yeah, sure.
Or disease? Good. That's 21.
21. All right, we did 21. Hold on. Let me do this. I'm organized tonight, guys, so we're good. All right.
Nice.
So what you see is these obsidian stones sitting at the entryway, like on the shelf, like a wooden shelf, almost like a Bluetooth speaker stand on each side of the doorway. And then you see a couple windows, and it's like you walk around and you really focus your eyes, you pick those out, and it looks like those are giving off an energy to keep things in here.
Come. Cyrus, did you notice these at all? And I'll point up to the stones.
To be honest, I've been preoccupied with what I found over here. Everything in here is it's ancient.
It might be ancient, but these stones look almost to be holding this disease in, like preventing it from escaping.
Which is a good thing.
Yes,
right?
No. Could be.
I mean,
not be.
didn't we find something to say that we need to find this gem to cure the sickness?
We did. It's possible that it's in here.
I'm assuming it's in this tower.
The question is, do we go through the door? Do we go upstairs? What do we do with the rest of our group? I'm worried some of them shouldn't come in here.
No, I agree.
Killian, it's like you're having this conversation, you're walking up and looking at these stones with these arcane runes on them. They look movable, you know, just from your perception.
How high up are they?
Probably
Nice.
about 7 feet, I would say. They're like
Shit.
I can't even reach that.
And as it's like you're walking up, like when you get close to them from the inside, you feel it almost like a bit of wind is flowing back into you, like it's coming down and flowing in. It definitely.
Cyrus, come over here quick.
Yeah, what's up?
If I lift you up, could you potentially grab the stone?
I could try. You're gonna lift me up?
It's no problem.
Okay, yeah.
Can't be as dense as Otto.
Oh, but his quads are on fire.
Can I hear any of that?
You're muted, Andy.
Sorry. It doesn't stop sound, so you can hear all of this talk in there. Killian, you lift Cyrus up.
Stop wasting time. Find me something good in there.
Keep that up. I'll leave everything in here.
I'll grab the.
I'm
Can
very
I like
nervous.
remove it, or is it like moving around, like on the
No,
wall?
it's just like set on a shelf.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, you can pick it up. It's still 4 or 5 pounds. You know, so you pick it up with one hand, and you don't expect that weight. But you pick it up, and as you do, it just shifted a little bit. You see the room like kind of clear out with it swirling just a little bit. But what would you like to do, Cyrus?
I mean, I'll take the gem
It's a stone, like a obsidian
or stone.
obsidian rock square. I think of it like a 6-sided die with arcane runes on it, facing
Okay.
a certain way, sides, top, bottom, and one, the one facing it.
Okay. Do these runes, are they like? I mean, can I understand the runes, or?
It's definitely an enchantment. It has to do with elements, almost like an elemental barrier of sorts. But that's just it'd take hours or possibly days to fully understand
Sure.
this. But you gather
But
that from the runes.
But it seems like it's helping with the air currently.
Yeah. So if you move it around, it's like
Yeah.
one of those moving doors. On the side that doesn't have the rune, it lets anything pass. On the side with the runes, within a range, it filters whatever elements back in towards away from the runes.
Okay.
You know, creating like an airflow kind of.
Sure. Could I use this to bring the rest of the party in without them? Like, is it that much clearer?
If you take it off and put it to the side, half of the doorway opens
Yeah.
up. And
Okay.
and for a brief second, you guys all standing on the outside look to the front, and you're far enough away for it not to have a direct impact on you. You have enough reaction time. Yeah. Where it looks like the thickest black cloud flows from where Cyrus and Killian are towards you guys, like one of those massive tidal waves that you see on TV, and then as soon as it gets out, it disperses and connects with all the other flows that are happening around you, which severely lowers the difficulty of going in. What are you going to do with the rest of them? Are you going to leave them up?
I think we should potentially use them, Cyrus.
All right. You want me to grab them all?
Yeah, I can help you.
All right. So yeah, we'll grab them all.
So you have 4
And
of these.
okay.
and,
And I will. Oh, go ahead.
and all of the gases go out of the building. Most of the gases go out the building to it being a tolerable state now.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll let the party know that it's safer to come in. And then as they do, I'll look at Otto and Figure and listen. I know I'm trained in the arcane arts, but you guys are. This might be a little bit more in your wheelhouse. Any idea here?
I would love it if Terry would impersonate Fig for his response. But yeah, I'm going to. I don't mean to put you on the spot, brother.
Oh, Otto.
I don't think Figurin would take the time to identify these if that's what you're asking. in this instance?
No,
No,
But
it's
I
more
mean-
so just like ideas of like
yeah,
how we
I
can
think
use
it's more
this.
like Arcana checks, and Figrin's he's a stone guy.
Sure.
He probably likes
Uh,
obsidian.
you know what?
Um,
Roll me an
don't
Arcana
know.
check with
Because I
advantage,
don't know.
Otto.
I was just gonna say I'll help, but yeah, it makes more
No.
sense for me to do it.
Yeah, because Figurin's not here, and I'm not doing his voice, and you know.
No, Terry will do his voice. That's
Vigrid does his
Oh.
own voice.
Ah,
so
gold.
fucking good. Guys, I wasted 2 great rolls because I got a 19, but then I got a 20. So I felt like the 19, like, I should have
Hey, you
saved
got a
that.
20 though.
Ah,
Anyways, natural 20 for a 27.
Okay, so definitely, you grab one and start just spinning it around, and the sigils are old, and in a signature that you don't understand the exact buffer or an enchantment, but you could pick up like a rock, a pebble off the ground, and you start moving it up, and it just rolls around like a half of a hamster cup. And then you can put it down. It doesn't create any energy like lifting off the ground. But like if you cover like a rock on the floor, you can manipulate it around. It's some kind of barrier, arcane barrier driven towards elements. The range is weird. When you're moving it around, it doesn't seem that big, but when you set it down, the range amplifies. So say another round 2 goes by. All of you can filter in without the threat of being further poisoned.
I'll wait till everyone else goes in. I assume Figurin will do the same, and then we'll have like a weird silent fight about who should go first.
Ado, do you need to be invited in? Wait, are you a vampire? You have to tell me.
No, I'm a rock gnome.
Legally, you have to tell me.
I know. I understand the rules of vampirism, obviously.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, I'm a rock gnome. Rock. Emphasis on rock. And emphasis on gnome.
Well, you're not invited in, but come in anyways.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. And I'll do like a bow and tip my hat. I imagine I'm going to be drawn immediately to that desk that should have rotted away 1,000 years ago. What's still on there? Any items that Cyrus left?
A quill. I left the book on there, and some ink. You said, right, Andy?
There was a quill and
And a
an
bell.
inkwell. There was the book, and there
Yep.
was a bell with a nice, like probably mahogany handle.
And then also the jewel box.
Yeah, oh yeah, did you put the jewel box there?
I just had the dagger with me.
Okay.
All right. This is a lot to juggle, and I have very, very small hand. I'm going to invite Fig over,
Yeah.
and we will. And my light just died. And we will divide up some of this stuff to potentially identify later when spell slots are a real invalid thing.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna also mentally weigh like, is any of this stuff big enough that I could probably just stash it onto Killian's
The bell.
later. I'm not gonna do it right now.
Right.
Celeste is actively just kind of like rubbing her wrist and forearm. Not like anyone really knows why, but it looks like it hurts.
All right. So You grab up the potentially valuable items, and are you guys going in the door downstairs or going up the stairs?
Then tells me maybe check upstairs first.
Yeah,
Unless you want to do half and half.
I don't think we should split up.
Okay.
But yeah, I think upstairs might be the play for now.
Should we tie each other? Should we tether? Use a tether
I don't
system?
think so. I think
Julian,
we're okay.
Do you want to try a? Okay.
I would love to auto right now, but probably not for the best.
All right. No bad ideas here, okay?
Otto, you having a hard time seeing right now or something? I mean, you're not half dead like some of us.
I can see fine. I'm a rock gnome.
Hey, we're not
Have you seen those
spelunking in
eyes?
a cave.
I mean, yes, I wear spectacles, but I'm a rock gnome.
Obviously, you're not a one of those ones in the forest. Obviously, it kind of repetitive thing we're doing here.
They don't
Are you
even
gonna
use
stop talking now? Can we go on? I'm
Imagine how
hurting. You're just
your eyes are,
yapping. Like, do we
like,
have to
it's
do
the
this right
forest
now?
middle.
Yeah. Okay. So what are we doing now? Are we going upstairs?
So
I
we're
mean,
going
I'm hurt.
So you go upstairs, and the doorway, it's an entryway into a hallway, and to the right hand side it goes down until you see at the very end, probably 60 feet, a set of stairs. And you see, because there's arcane lit sconces in the wall. And you look into the room, the door is open, and you can see shelves upon shelves of ancient tomes, scrolls, and manuscripts. This is the Arcane Library. The scent of old parchment and leather pervades in the air, faint metallic tang lingering. It is.
Fig is actively salivating at this point in time.
Yeah. What do you guys do?
It doesn't look like. Is there something beyond this room or no?
No, this is the only room here, and then it goes to a hallway and goes up from what you see.
All right,
Okay,
Killian,
but
give me a
it
boost.
still
I need to
continues.
invest.
Say what?
What was that?
Oh no, so it still continues, right? Like this
Yeah.
isn't the end of the.
No.
Okay.
No, like when you get to the top of the stairs, you walk through an archway that goes into a hallway. To the right, you can see down about 60 feet in stairs. Directly in front of you is another doorway with the doors open into this majestical arcane library.
Okay.
Well, there might be valuable stuff in there, but
Yeah, but isn't our goal to cleanse this place?
yes.
Yeah, but while we're here,
I mean, we could leave them to checking this stuff here, and we could check upstairs quick.
no, I need a
We'll
boost.
scout ahead.
I need a boost so I can get up to the higher shelves.
Well, why don't you and Figrin check this out? You're the only two that
I'm gonna-
could.
I'm gonna
Know
get
what's
up on
useful
Figrin's
anyways.
shoulders, and we'll wait. No,
Isn't there a
I'll check the
library
lower shelves.
ladder?
He'll check the higher shelves.
Okay.
Nix, maybe you should lean back too. You're not looking the best.
Fine. I'll help them with my mage hand.
Celeste, do you want to stay as well? I know.
I'm gonna get a
Not-
headache. Well, not that I already have a migraine. I'm just gonna follow you as I put my hand on your shoulder like you're a small cane or something that walks.
Pretty much.
All right. If you hear us yell, please come running. Same with you guys.
I'll be running. I don't know if it's towards you.
Oh, fair.
I'm gonna follow Nix. That's great. Well, we'll be fine here. Don't worry. I'm gonna start investigating.
All right.
If you find anything dangerous, don't touch it.
Yeah, you do that, All right, the rest of you guys are continuing down the hallway and going up the stairs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's no more doors, right?
Yeah, so, here, I think the easiest way to do this is, what's your investigation roll there, Otto?
I'm gonna tell Killian how the size of the library reminded me of the one back home, and that it's a lot of books, but I wasn't reading them.
I've always found books to be a bit useless.
This is a lot
21.
of words.
All right, 21.
Alright.
All right, so you find, tucked in this, get your pen ready, a scroll of lightning bolt, a scroll of dispel magic, let me get back to, come on, a scroll of invisibility, a scroll of haste, and a scroll of greater invisibility. You also find the following books, and I'm just going to give you the names and we can bring them up later. The first one is the Codex of Elemental Binding, the Tome of Temporal Manipulation, and the Grimoire of Shadows. And that's what you find in there. Okay, to the next group. You go up, and as you enter the next level, it's really just a landing with a large room that is circular. You get the feeling that you're getting into parts of the tower. In this room, you can see in the center there is a circle inscribed with runes and sigils that faintly glow. There are some shelves around the room that hold some belongings. Candles are faintly glowing at certain points, probably in a triangle in this circular room. You can see three sets of candles, and on the far side you can see a set of silver chains and manacles that are just dangling from this.
This room's kind of fucked. I
Wonder what they were getting to in here.
had to be something
There's-
good.
There is a
Nudge.
small desk and a piece of parchment that's rolled out that is still dusty but in good shape.
I'm almost worried we shouldn't touch anything in here. It's
Yeah, no, I'm with you. This place is dark.
a bit above my pay grade.
Andy, also while we were walking, did we see any spots that like possibly these the stones could go into?
The ones
Like
that,
recesses in the that we found earlier, yeah.
yeah, probably when you look into the rooms and you see like a window, you'd see another one. There
Okay.
is one in the window. There's one window in this that has one above it. I mean, you didn't really look too much in the
Right.
library, but not in the center of this court.
Interesting. There's more stones too. I wonder if there's a place we can put them all to
Do you think?
counteract this.
What if potentially They are the gem we're looking for. Or
All of them together?
possible. I don't
I
I don't know how we can
Yeah.
smash them together, but
I feel like that's a thing.
I mean,
Uh,
I don't feel comfortable touching anything in this room personally.
We
No.
can look at what's on the desk without touching it, right?
You can get to it without walking into the circle. The room's probably 60 feet in diameter, and the circle only takes up like the center 20 feet.
Cyrus, you look like more of a reader.
Yeah, I'll go check it out.
Uh,
Move towards the desk.
Just don't
Making
cross the
sure I
circle.
don't- Yeah, making sure I don't trigger anything. Hopefully.
yeah, it's easy enough to get to the desk. You look down, and it is a scroll. Right off the bat, you can tell that this is just a long incantation. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. Say 22.
22. All right. Taking about 15 seconds. You get the gist of this. This is an animate undead or animate dead spell that has a twist of elements into it.
Interesting. This almost seems like, and I'll be talking to my group here. It almost seems like some type of experiment to raise a different kind of dead.
Yep. You get,
I guess to empower them.
as you say that, you think of the ones that you fought before you entered the portal.
Right. Before we jumped in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think this is where they came from.
Those dead things we.
Yeah.
I mean,
But that begs the question: who made them? How long ago did they make them? And are they still around?
That's what I was gonna say. Do we think that the spell lasts that long, or was it very recent?
I mean,
This kind of spell, and correct me if I'm wrong, Andy, but this kind of spell, I believe, there's no time limit on it.
No, and you're getting the feeling of being trained in the arcane. This is a lot of time they put into developing something this massive.
Oh yeah.
So the limits on what they could do are probably a lot greater than where you're at right now if you try to use the spell, but it's a spell laid out there.
I mean,
I'm gonna roll up the scroll and put it in my pack for now.
it can't hurt.
If anything, it'll keep it away from who's ever here.
Or was here?
Should we
See if
head back
I'm
to the
out there.
party?
I think we should. I think it's worth at least showing them what's up here, because,
Yeah.
like I said, out of
And-
my depth here.
We've been kind of nonstop this whole time. We might need a break, at least for a bit.
Andy, did you say it was like a magic circle, like there's inscription on the floor, or was
Yes.
it just a circle with the? Yeah.
It's arcane symbol, probably teleportation.
Okay. Is it written in a certain language?
Yes, it is.
Can I
Oh,
try to read it?
Yeah, what languages do you speak?
Common, Elvish, and Undercommon.
You do not understand.
Um,
I tried.
I just want to see what languages I speak real quick. Celestial, Common, and Infernal.
Nope.
Dwarvish!
That's a no. But
Damn.
Well, nobody touched this.
Who knows? Maybe Figurand and Otto might be able to read it, but
Yeah, we can head back to the library and see how they got along.
yeah.
Should
And
hey, were you
Still
guys
alive.
going to do anything with the window in here?
for now, I'm gonna with the stone. You mean?
Yeah.
We get to
I-
it?
Yeah, you can walk around the outside of this room.
I don't think it'd hurt to collect them as we go. I mean,
Yeah. Okay. I'll go grab it.
It's about 10 feet
We
up.
don't have.
But you can hop up onto the ledge, Cyrus.
I'm a very acrobatic wizard.
Yep.
Only we had an empty case to put the stones in.
It's okay. I can carry this for now.
He's got
Um,
like 20
all right.
pounds of stones on him.
in other words, I got 20 pounds of stones.
Yeah, but that's home.
It is.
Uh,
All right,
All right.
so
There was a
you guys,
wizard to make things lighter than they are.
when you exit this room, the stairways do continue up, or you can go back down.
let's head back for now.
What if, hear me out, you go grab the wizards to look at this, and I just take a peek upstairs? I don't think...
By yourself, I don't know if that's the play.
I mean, I can make sure he doesn't get in trouble, but I don't know if I'm gonna be
You
help
just
right
pretty
now.
much came back from the dead. I don't
gonna
know
say.
if you should be going either.
I think I'm the one who keeps you out of trouble.
I think we're stronger as a party together, and
Listen, I was about to go fight an elephant guy, and then we ended up doing this junk.
yeah, no, this has gotten way out of hand.
You totally would have won, though.
I totally would have had that guy.
Okay,
Let's
we
all go
can
back
do
together.
that.
Plus, I really need like a little bit of a break.
Yeah, you tell
Telling me, man.
See what the
I'll
nerds
head
are
back to the
doing.
library.
All right.
So I'm just, yeah. And
Pardon me.
once we get back, Are you guys okay if we take a little bit of time to rest? We don't have to, sleep right now, but maybe just an hour.
I mean, I have been pushing for a rest since before we even came in to the fucking weird portal world that we decided that, and by we I mean the pejorative.
The collective we.
Right? Yeah. That's one way of saying it. And so, yeah, I'm down for a rest.
All right. So, you guys are taking a short rest.
I would
Wait,
like
sure.
to because I need to do an arcane recovery, and I would also like to identify the items.
So, the
But
chance,
the bell, yeah.
figuring will ritually cast to identify the items. If you're doing
Okay.
arcane recovery, you can't do ritual spells
Oh.
too, or
Oh,
spells.
okay, then yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's my view is arcane recovery, and any hit points that you want to regather would consume your short rest. I think Figurin's good on that, so he can ritually cast it 5 times because it takes
Perfect.
11 minutes. What do you want to know?
The dagger, the quill and inkpot, and the book.
All right, the dagger is a +1 dagger.
Ooh.
The quill and ink pot is endless ink.
Perfect.
The bell is magical bell.
Magical bell.
It is-
All right.
It's just every hit sounds the perfect pitch that you wish a bell would ting. So if you
Yeah.
think of it as like a regular little bell that you'd put on your Christmas tree, it tings to that. If you think of
Mm,
a bell like you see a farmer using to signal someone to come back to home base, it gets that pitch. It doesn't get any louder, just the pitches alter with the shape being the
okay.
same. All right, so
Do you have to tune to the dagger or no?
the dagger I don't believe is attunement.
Okay.
Let's see here. What else we got?
I guess the lockbox, if
The
he has.
lockbox has a protection enchantment and an evocation enchantment on it. Probably
So it's trapped.
trapped, and it's probably not the time.
Yeah.
Would say. And the book is Magical Never-Ending Book.
Magical never-ending book.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. There's got to be a fucking official D&D term, but
No,
in my
that
mind,
works. Yeah.
this is almost like getting endless parchment.
Okay.
I think figurines
yeah.
on that. Probably with the ink too.
All
Well,
right.
I notes until I speak to him.
Who rolled hit die? Because we're gonna continue on. What'd you roll? How many? Wait, here's what I want to know. This is our second short rest of the day. All right. So,
I didn't roll any the first time.
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So
I want to also do some arcane recovery.
Yeah, I did my arcane recovery.
if you're rolling hit die, just let me know how many.
Yeah, I used 2 out of my 4.
Okay.
I also used 2.
Okay.
Nyx will use 2 out of her 4.
2, 2, and 2. 1. Okay.
Just one, please.
All right. All right. Now let me get back to my notes here. All right. So you guys, you have your short rest. What are you doing now?
All right, should we go upstairs or?
I think we should at least show them the arcane circle,
Oh, yes.
and then potentially while they're looking at that, we explore upstairs quick.
Okay, that'll work.
All right. So, hold on. I thought I just had this. Where the fuck did everything go? All right, here we go.
And we're collecting stones on the way, Andy.
All right. So there are 2 in the library. So that'll put you at 2, 4, 7.
Yeah.
You're taking them by the chamber with the desk and the manacles and chains and the circle in the center and the triangle candles.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
What the fuck?
I'm not gonna lie. I want all of those manacles. Killian, how heavy are those?
I'm not gonna go over there to look, but Celeste said this looked like a fun room for some reason.
Oh, Celeste, I didn't know you were into that.
I come from a dark place.
Then the boxing. I kiss.
All right. So
I mean, the long and short of it is, I'm going to investigate. I'm assuming Fig will help me out.
for what?
I mean, I want to look at every fucking thing. I want to
Okay.
look at the
Alright.
arcane ring.
Do it.
I want to look at like, is there anything I can see beyond it? Yeah, you know, all that shit.
And
Okay.
then we were gonna check upstairs while they were doing that, Andy.
All right, sorry. I was looking through my notes and I got like too many tasks. Overloaded GPU or whatever it is, shut down. I had to control alt delete. I'm good now.
All right, Andy. Here's what I'm saying. I got a 23 on that investigate, and now you should switch to the
Yeah.
other guys going up.
So as you guys go up, the spiral set of staircase leads to it continues, but when you get to the next level, there's a little bit of a hallway, and it opens up, and it's Killian for you. It's a comforting feeling. You see hues of like that deep purple and the bright white, and you guys start walking into it, and it is an observatory. The room has a domed glass, but you're seeing the material planes, constellations, and everything. You see Daxic and Troma on opposites, so the red and the blue. This is big because this only happens a couple times every century. You see the main moon up in there, and all the stars. It's beautiful. It's like the first refreshing place since you've stepped through the portal. There is a large desk with a telescope, and a series of tables that shoot out almost like a classroom kind of style. And you can see the arcane torches in here are flavored like white spheres, almost like the yellow like sun kind of style. Dweebs worked here, obviously. Nerds. That's what you get. And there's a little hallway, and like I said, the staircase continues up.
Well, what are we thinking?
Can we just look around rather quickly? I mean, it shouldn't take too long.
Yeah.
So we can get back to the nerds. I mean, the wizards.
The brain.
All
This
right.
reminds me of the school that I always.
Does that mean I'm part of the Cool Kids Club?
You always were, Cyrus.
Yeah, you just don't act like them. So.
I'll assist if you
All
want.
right. What are you
Yeah.
rolling for? Give me
I guess investigation.
okay.
All right. Let's see. That is a 16.
All right. A lot of it looks. I don't know how trained you are in astrology, and I guess this is where Killian would kind of step in and assist you.
Yeah.
It's
Probably not much.
it's like snapshots of times of the sky throughout centuries laid out on these tables, and you you sift through that, and you get there's not a lot of meat for it. It's just a lot of emptiness, and you filtered around to I want to say it's like one of those graphing kind of desks that are angled up, and there's this huge map. And Killian, you pick this out, and you point to Cyrus, and you look up. Like usually when you're in something like this, like it's moving with time. and this is frozen, like the Astrodome is frozen on a moment. And hold on, let me go to my beginning because I know I wrote a number here. I think it was like 983. Let's say, all right, this point that you guys find, you look at the map, and it's 4 months from now.
Interesting.
Hopefully, we haven't spent 4 months in here.
No.
No.
Right?
No.
Oh, don't tell me we did the time thing again.
What do you mean again?
Oh, you know, that thing
Oh.
Figrin had to play with.
Going
Oh,
to the past
yeah.
thing, coming back, and then you guys were in a coma.
I'm with Cyrus here, though. I don't think these would be frozen like
Right.
this if this was current. I mean,
Do you think something will happen in 4 months?
it's possible. Lots of things happen every day. But
Obviously, Killian.
but it's hard to say. I mean, I'm not. To be honest, I'm not
No,
the book person.
we need Otto or
Maybe
Figuring one of them.
Maybe-
yeah.
maybe we see what they found down below, and
Yeah.
it could match up with what we've seen here. I mean, I'm assuming they're not too familiar with stars.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
had someone that read the celestial things and deal with time and how things work. I'll go.
I know somewhere there's a super old wizard that would be so jealous. Nice. Probably loves toffees.
All right, so what do you guys? All right, so we'll freeze there. Go back to the investigating group. Okay. In here, the first item that. Well, wait. What'd you say your roll was?
It was a 23.
Yeah. The manacles are silvered. And the chains.
Ayo.
I can work with that.
They're attached to the wall. I mean, I'm not saying.
Yeah, that's a Killian kind of problem, but I
Okay.
can work with that.
And the circle is odd. It's a teleportation circle, but it's to. It's like a time circle, and it's not completed.
Would that make it inert in sense? Is it non-threatening because of its incomplete?
Yeah, exactly.
Wonderful.
But I'm gonna say for our notes, Figurin's going to copy this as best as he could.
Yeah, I'd even like to say Figurin discovered that part of it.
Yeah.
Does it seem like the shackles can reach the circle, or is it not that far? No. Okay,
No.
cool.
No, like I said, like the circle's here, the room's here. There's
Right.
30 feet, 20 feet to walk around the outside and not be close to the circle.
Perfect.
All right, I'm going to say for the sake of cowardice and sanity and pragmatism, we are not going to, even though we know it's inert, we're not going to enter the circle until some of the stronger member of the group is here so that, I will be safe.
Yeah, and at that time they come down because
Perfect.
arcane recovery or investigation is a lot longer than what they did.
Excellent. And
Did you find anything?
Yeah, Fig says the circle's incomplete. So it's probably fine. It's probably totally safe to walk over. I figured we'd wait till like everyone was around and then you could test it. And then once I know it's safe, there does look like some important relics that might be best if I took a look at.
What relics are you looking at?
Just anything inside the circle. I don't care. I'm not stepping in there first. Is really what I was getting at. I thought that was clear.
Do you want to hold your stuff while I step in?
Celeste is gonna sneakily step behind Otto and look at Philly and kind of.
Yeah.
You're pretending to gonna shove him in.
Yeah.
I'm just giving it that you tell me. You give me the do it.
I hate to swing my big gnomish dick around like this, but I'm thinking, as I get pushed into the circle, I swing it around like a helicopter, and we pick up next time.
Yeah.
Otto just disappears.
It's quite the opposite. Nothing
Do I
happens.
disappear?
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Does my penis fall out of my trousers?
I don't. Do you want it to?
Okay, it does. No,
You're not a force, no.
Yeah.
You're not that guy, pal.
Yeah,
You
I'm
don't
not.
have
Yeah,
leaves covering
exactly.
yourself up. You're wearing pants.
Are you saying you want to end it there? Or you want to continue on?
No, I am saying. Maybe it's getting late. Maybe someone wants to go to sleep.
Jeff doesn't sleep.
Maybe. No, I don't.
You can
Like,
just say yes.
I'm making a fucking rational call.
On next time's episode, we'll find out what happens to Otto in the circle of
Yeah.
something.
Okay.
Helicopter.
Tune in
Got
next
it.
time.
I can pick up. I can pick up on it. All right, so we have Arcanus next week, and still nothing Saturdays. August, we're going to be silent. It's going to be hit or miss. We have 2 new campaigns starting up in September, so we're
Yeah.
prepping for those. And
Back to school, back to D&D. Let's go.
that's what I'm
And
talking
speaking of
about.
how
Wait,
big
I'm
my
so
gnome
sick of
dick
working
is
on
getting.
Saturdays. I want the excuse, like, hey, I'd love to do this, but I gotta play D&D tonight, and I can't be exhausted when I do that. You know, like, I can't wait for fall. All right,
Man's
I know,
gotta
seriously.
do, man's gotta do.
hey, you know, if you're on the internet looking for minis, you go over to Shop and D&D right now. We are running 20% off all 3 minis or more. Make me work, because
Holy shit.
yeah, it's a fucking slamming sale.
He also just
Look.
figured out how to use his graphics card, so it's way quicker.
It's way quicker.
And you
Old.
can buy them painted.
Yeah, you can do that. I mean, it's pretty cool.
5-star rating. Check out the reviews.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a little too good.
You
Hell,
can't be
stop
too
it.
good. It's just
Stop it.
phenomenal.
I can show you some pictures
10
of
out
some
of
too
10.
good painted minis, and you guys will shit your pants. Literally.
Jokes on you, I'd do that anyway.
All right, so that's
Like and subscribe. Check out the pages and like that bell so you see when we come on next time.